everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I have got a lot to teach y'all. I'm the Exitus Elite guy, so if you're in Exitus Elite, great. If you're in Infinity Processing System, IPS, if you do Udemy, if you do Amway, if you do, what's the Power Lead Systems, whatever business you're doing, y'all, it's not really going to matter because the training that I teach people is universal training. It's going to work anywhere. And when I learned this stuff, it was not from one specific business. And to be honest, these are hard knocks kind of learnings. These are the things that you learn by applying action only and what it's going to get you results of. Now, first of all, right from the get-go, if you notice right here, I've been putting Infinity Processing System right now or Exitus Elite. I've had some leads asking me which should they go with. And because of that, I have a tendency to leverage one business against another. So if you're in IPS, y'all, Infinity Processing System, please understand, I'm never going to put down any business no matter what. I'm in Udemy, I'm in Power Lead Systems, the other ones as well, and I've been there for years and years. So the teaching I'm about to teach y'all, is something that I think is real important. A jack of all trades make you a master of none. Now, not only am I going to teach you this, I'm going to do some reading over here because I just posted this about 5 minutes, well, it says 20 minutes ago. I hadn't updated my page here. But yeah, I'm going to be reading some of the stuff I wrote. But at the same time, I'm going to show you with proof that what I'm saying is reality. Okay? So I'm going to show you some stupid amount of income, but in a way that you've never seen me do before in a video. So right from the get-go, a jack of all trades is a master of none. Now see why. Okay, something you need to know about online business and something that had been obvious for me the entire time I was applying action over the years. So you constantly hear people saying that you need more than one income stream coming in. Usually, when you hear that, y'all, this is usually the people who know you're doing something. They can look at your timeline and see you're happy. And they're like, well, aren't you open for this? They're trying to spam their link, to be honest, y'all. So you know that, right? So usually you hear this from the ones trying to spam something on you, knowing you're happy doing something else. And I will say I have always had several ways for money coming in. So I'm not contradicting myself. You understand why in just a second. I have Udemy, I have Power Lead Systems, and I have my primary businesses. Now, over the years, it hasn't just been Exitus Elite. It's been other businesses too. I've just happened to be with Exitus Elite since 2016. So even after I got Exitus Elite, I actually left for a little while, went and focused on something else. And again, these are the things I'm constantly teaching you now because of the things I had done by applying action, right? Okay, now over the years, all these have been a constant stream of income for me. And at times, I would add another business into the mix, right? Now, I'm going to show you those income streams today and what focusing at one business has done for me and focusing at other businesses, like they tell you to do the multiple income streams, the good and the bad, okay? So it's going to be a little bit of both from now, okay? So when doing so, try not to get the same business, excuse me, whereas apples with apples competing with your primary business. The thing with Udemy is, and Power Lead Systems and Exitus Elite is that they are not at all apples to apples, but much more preferred apples to oranges. They do not bump heads with each other. That is the ideal situation with multiple income streams. Now, let me explain what I'm talking about here. Now, this is Udemy right here, right? Now, I just sent some money. As I said, my son's birthday was a couple weeks back. I sent $250 from Udemy to give my little boy his birthday, right? So that's literally what it comes from. Now, today I've made $5. I sent $35. I'll just clear this out every so often, y'all, every couple of days. Here's $25 right here. Here's another $35 right here. And I got, so far, I made $79.52. That's coming up, basically what it amounts to. So every time it gets over $25 or $20, or I think it's $20, $25, you can go ahead and flush it out. So it's pocket money. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is with Udemy. Udemy is a way for people to get, do solo ads and things of that nature. It's free to sign up to. I think I signed up to it 10 years ago. I've never done Udemy. Now, I'm not against it. Please understand, I've got friends that spend $10,000 to $15,000 a month in Udemy. But the reason why I've never done Udemy is because I picked to get out to people Facebook I got free from a job in 6 months with Facebook and an old S3 phone, right? So very confident in the way I get out to people. I like to use my strengths. When I'm passionate about something, I can learn to just let go. I'm very artistic. People have a chance to connect with me in so many different ways, right? So for me, paid advertising, I could have went that way, and I'm sure I would have done fine. I would have hit my head in roadblocks and figured out how to make it work, just like you do with Facebook or YouTube or anything else, right? So, but I focused at Facebook, and then later I focused at YouTube, and that's where I put my work in, right? Now, let me show you this. Up here at the top, I have made 1,200 videos. Now, I've actually got over 1,600 YouTube videos I have created. I had another channel I actually put some videos on for a little while because I was experimenting with some stuff. And then I have videos I put at Facebook, right? So I'm a guy that puts a lot of action in. I've got, I continue to say I've got 1,600 YouTube videos. I do have over 600 videos for Exitus Elite alone on this channel right here. So when you hear me say that, you know, I've got all these videos and stuff like that, it is legit sitting right here on this account right here. Now, let's go back to Udemy for a second. So if I am focusing at Udemy and it's my primary business, or, you know, focusing at Udemy, don't you see me personally getting a phone call? Don't you see me personally getting more sales, right? So instead of me making the $79, and the only reason I make this is because I have Udemy actually inside my team sales page, on my sales page itself, where if somebody needs traffic, it doesn't matter if they even join me or not. They might click here. So I can get, you know, 15% commissions for life, even if I'm not using Udemy. So they're just paying me. Or I could take this and let it build up and buy traffic if I wanted to buy traffic, right? So, and there's nothing wrong with paid advertising. Now, please understand, just make sure that people are connecting with you, that you branding you every step of the way, because most of the time that's exactly what people are missing, right? So this is Udemy right now. Let you know where it's at today for this income, right? Now, I just sent some money like 2 days ago from Powell Elite Systems. So this is the last couple of days, $76.44 that has built up inside of Powell Elite Systems. Now, I've been with Powell Elite Systems since February of 2015. So literally, I've been with them for 9 years and a couple of months, right? So it has never been my primary business. It has always been my backbone business, to how I make my own capture pages, my own sales pages, everything like that. Every video, if you go look at me right now, you're going to see how I brand myself every step of the way. It's priceless, right? But it's not the cash cow. It just isn't, right? So if I focus my attention at this, yes, I could have made a lot more money than $76. Please understand that. But the thing is, it's not my primary business, and so I'm not going to focus at this. What I use this for, y'all, is to make me stand out from everybody else by making my own capture pages, my own team sales pages, everything else, so that people get to connect directly with me. The capture page, inside the sales funnel itself, I explain the business. I can link it out to other things. I can give training pages. I got my 3-generation bonus training for people coming with me in Exitus Elite. At any level, they get that, right? Shawn Powell's Mega Swipe File. I've got all these big things that I create. If I made a video and you see me talking about these are the great things about Exitus Elite, why would I just keep it for me? I've been number 1, number 2 in the world in every business I've ever been in, so why would I not want to give that to my downline? And you get by giving, right? So I copy it and give it to them. And you understand what I'm saying? That's exactly what I use Powell Elite Systems for, and it makes you head and shoulders above everybody else because of the fact that I am branding me in a business that I believe in, that I am all in, that makes the world a difference. So again, is it powerful? Yes. Has it helped me make a lot of money? Absolutely. But is it the cash cow? No. No, it's not the cash cow. If I focused at it, would I make more money? Absolutely. Would it beat my primary business? No, it would not. It really would not, y'all. Now, I'm going to show you something. I used to have emails, and I do. I've got a couple of them right here. This is Vernon Jones came in, $1,000 commission payment to Exitus Elite. Obviously, it's right here, right? I don't know what happened to my emails. I used to stroll and just scroll and let you see all the thousands and the $2,000 commissions that came in. They're gone. I don't know what's happened to them. I don't know what I've done to my Gmail or whatever. But I've noticed something a little bit different. I chose this to do 100 people, and it's in alphabetical order. And I'm going to show you as to why I'm not focusing at Udemy, why I'm not focusing at Power Elite Systems as my primary business. And another thing you got to know about Power Elite Systems, y'all, is the retention rate is not the best in the world. And I'm not putting down Power Elite Systems. Please, I love the business. I mean, I pay $53 a month for the tools, and the people that join me that are still part of Power Elite Systems are like me. They're using their tools. They're doing exactly what I'm doing, most of them, right? I made a sale yesterday or the day before or something like that, and it's just because of the fact that I'm still out there in the YouTube world. My link's down below. Somebody wants to join me in Power Elite Systems. Absolutely, that's great. But at the same time, y'all, it's never been the cash cow. And by me focusing at that, how am I shooting myself in the foot is by this much. Okay, now this is, I think it's in alphabetical order, and it's still, you know, like 100 or something like that is what I've got scrolled up here. So there's 1,000, here's 100, here's 100, 1,000, there's 2,000, here's 2,000, there's 1,000, 2,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. There's 1,000 right here, 100, a 2,000, a 2,000, a 2,000, 2,000. And y'all, like I keep telling y'all, I didn't have a specific way to make this in order, but the last 30 people, or I did a count a while back, it's been a few months back now, that out of 30 people, 24 people came at $2,000 level. Now, you got to understand, the G2000 has not been out that long. So when I mix this in with everything, you're probably going to see a lot of 1,000s, because the 1,000s is where the level was for years. This is a 10-year-old business, where the G2000 has only been out for about 2 years. So if you notice that the 100, it doesn't just show the G2000s. But nevertheless, I'm just letting you see, this is legit, you know, random, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 500, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, here's another 2,000, and it just keeps on going out of the last 100 alone. So I'm going to let it stay right here. Now, I have been #1 in the world in a business called Press One Cash. I've been #1 in the world in a business called Newbies on Fire. Now, out of those businesses, they were $200 commissions. You were paid immediately. They're good little one-up systems, right? I really enjoy a one-up system. Exitus Elite, there's no monthly fees. There's no yearly fees. We get to pick how we want to get paid. We always make 100% commissions. This $2,000 right here went directly to me. It was in my account. You know, I didn't have to send anything to Exitus Elite. Exitus didn't send it to me. Matter of fact, by the time I got an email saying I had a new team member, I've already been paid from this business. It's literally, it takes about that same amount of time. So it's a real easy process for people to come into it. I even get to pick how I want to get paid. So for a while I did PayPal. That's why I always showed PayPal. But Cash App works just as good. Walmart to Walmart works, man. I mean, I'm serious. Google Pay, Zelle is you know, another one. It doesn't matter how you want to get paid, right? But let me get back onto the topic here. I hope you see that, and I can keep on scrolling. I mean, literally, I can just keep on going and going and going. Right here is a bunch of 1,000s down here at the bottom. Go back to 2,000s over here. I think you agree with that. Okay, so we'll stop right here. Okay, now let me go back to Facebook real quick. I'll get back up here. So I have done other one-ups and double one-ups, y'all. And I went to the top of the leaderboard where people came in from anywhere from $25. I think the top was $500, right? Now, I went to #1 up there, and it looked all good and all, but here's the thing, y'all. Comparing that and what I have learned over the years is that people that come in at the, let's say, $300, $600, $900 at like an Infinity processing system, right? Or the same people that did the $200 for Press One Cash and Mobile BizOp. They are the exact same people, y'all, that will come in at the $1,000 and $2,000 level. So the same amount of effort that is going into me making this video, I could be doing it for Udemy. I could do it for Power Elite Systems. I could do it for IPS if I joined the team. Now, why am I not doing it is because I have learned and know that people will go in at the higher level, at the highest level, as they would the lowest ones. Now, I want you to understand right here. Now, the last 30 people, I told you 24 of them had came at the $2,000. 4 at the $1,000, 1 at the $500, and 1 at the $100. That is 30 people total, y'all. I want you to see this. $52,600 in the bank for 30 people. That's almost $2,000 each one. It's pretty close averaging, right? To make $52,600, and the most I could have made was out of 30 people is $60,000. That's a crazy ratio of people, right, that's coming in at the highest levels. And y'all, I will tell you this, even at the $1,000 level, it's life-changing income, to be honest. And this company is 10 years old, Exitus Elite. 90% of the people came in at the $1,000 or higher over the years. That's just a ridiculous amount of ratio, right? No monthly, yearly fees, make 100% commissions, however I want to get paid. Now think about this, y'all. The same amount of people in Press One Cash or Mobile Biz Op would have been $6,000 only. Now, same amount of effort. I would have been in my images. I would have done everything just like I'm doing now, and except I would only be making $200 each one. And I go get 30 people with the same amount of effort, and I make $6,000. Think about it, y'all. Same amount of effort and promote for both. Now, does this start to make sense? And when you need to, and what you need to know is the same ones that will come in at the 300 to 600, 900 level, talking about IPS, are the exact same ones that will come in at the $1,000, $2,000. How do I know? Because I have lived this and learned it firsthand, showing someone something smarter, showing someone something smaller can and will shoot you in the foot at margins you will hate to see and know. So sometimes you can be ignorant about something and not know it. And I was that person. You know, as a matter of fact, I was making, when I got free from the job, I was getting 300, 350 members a month into a business at $33 commissions, 1 out of every 4 going active. So I was making about $4,000 a month, enough to pay the bills. I wasn't working my 26-year profession, running my tail off. You know, I was laying on the couch, posting on Facebook or whatever. I wasn't really doing YouTube yet. I was doing Facebook at that time. So when I realized, because I had another marketer, she made $7,500 in a month, and she wasn't as good of a marketer as me. Not putting anything down. It's just I was going at it, and I knew where her talents were. And I was like, well, why in the world is this woman making twice as much money working less than me? Because you can do the wrong business right and still be in the wrong business. And I'm not saying that these businesses are wrong. It's just you have not learned that the upper levels and these businesses are where the life-changing income is going to be. And to be honest, y'all, it's unfair, because if you want to change people's lives, you want to change your life, and you want to change your downline's lives, if you're not positioning yourself and then leading, then they're not going to do it. Okay, and I'm going to touch on that in just a second. Again, a jack of all trades is a master of nothing. Point your attention and focusing at your cash cow primary business that you are fully positioned in is where life-changing incomes comes from. With that, applying action and focus is what's going to make you better as a marketer, a much bigger beacon for your business, and brand you as the Exitus Elite guy, which I put that in there, or whatever it is you are doing. You have to lead by example and go big in your business. You have to stand out from the others. You have to be accessible. You have to believe in what you're doing in your business. And here's one you won't ever hear anybody say, y'all, and this is a big one right here. If you want your business to be a life-changing business, you have to go big in your business, lead that by example, influence others to do the same. If you are in a life-changing income business and you are not positioned to make life-changing income business, it is not a life-changing income business for you, and that's exactly what you're going to do for you, and that's exactly what you're going to do for your downline. So what I'm saying here, y'all, is if you've got a life-changing income business and you're not positioned to make life-changing income, it's never going to be life-changing for you. Life-changing means mathematical, right? Could you put 30 people into a business in the next year? Yeah, I'm sure you probably could. Are you going to choose to do the $200 one and make $6,000 this year, which it's not going to be enough? Or are you going to choose to do something to be $2,000, where it's $52,000 plus on the side? Or be enough to walk away from whatever you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Position yourself and making sense and not allowing yourself to be naive is a big part of it. Now, if you are not influencing your downline to go big in their business, then you're not making it life-changing for them either. You're just saying, well, whatever level they want to come in at, I hope them the best. And to be honest, y'all, when I say I made 30, 24 of them came into 2004 to 1,000, I'm incentivizing people to go big in their business. I'm actually getting them qualified at G1000, G2000. So I'm doing things to make me stand out from others. I've already told you Powell Elite Systems helps me do that, right? Yeah, it ain't about Powell Elite Systems necessarily. Any business that you can make your pages or whatever, it's great. I'm not telling you go do Powell Elite Systems. I'm telling you it worked great for me. I had no reason to go anywhere else. I've been with them for 9 years, right? Or is it 10? Almost 10 years, working on 10 years. So I think you get the point, right? So here's the thing. Don't screw that up for your downline as well. People are always influenced to do something. You want to change your life and others. You want to be a leader, then great. Lead by example. I have never been in a business that I believed in and I wasn't all in. That will never change. Wonder how I got free from a job in 6 months' time. From my day one in online business, it was learning to think the right way. This was a big part of it. Y'all, I left #1 in the world in that first business that I got free from a job with #1. It looked really good on the leaderboard, y'all. Shawn getting 350 members a month in this business, and I was making $4,000 and spinning my wheels, and come next month I have to do it again. I left there #1 in the world, and I was gone the next month. I was like, you know what? I'm going to finish this leaderboard off, and I'm done. When I stepped away from that and started positioning myself all in other businesses, and here's the thing, y'all. If you barely got any money in something, are you really going to put your effort in? Really? I mean, you got a $10 business. Are you really going to go crazy in it? Well, let's say if you put $1,000 or $2,000 in, you are in. I'm not talking about investing in businesses. I'm investing in such like. I'm saying you have invested your money into your business. You are way more likely to sit down and mash record and get out to people and pick whatever way to get out to people and master that way than you are of some $10 business. I know you will, right? So sometimes going big in a business can motivate you and put you where you need to be at. Now, here's the good part. If you're trying to get out to people and it ain't working, then great, because now you're going to start homing in your skills. You're going to get better at what you're trying to do. Sitting down and mash record at the beginning, y'all, for me, was a $4 stand. This ain't the old S3 phone. I've got it somewhere nearby. Using your phone and running around and mash and record because I didn't know how to edit videos yet. That's where I started off at, right? I did 130 videos in a month and a half while working 65 hours a week and still being a single full-time dad. That is where I hone my skills at. I think I made 30 some videos before I made my first sale. And I remember sitting there thinking, the guy was sharper than I was. I remember coming back and I was like, wow, what did that video do that was special? What did I do? The point was, and here's some more training I didn't even write down right here. Get in your head, I'm going to go learn and get good at something. Allow yourself the time to evolve, to become the person that you need to be, because you're not going to be that person. And quit comparing yourself to me or to anybody else in IPS or this person here. Look at them and say, hey, what are they doing that's working? Why are they winning or making sales or whatever? And then take that, write it down, yeah? Take a little notepad, write down, this person here, Shawn does this. What is Shawn's strong points? Because I let go. I don't have to script anything. I just mash, record, and let go in a business that I believe in, that I can pure breathe. That's why people connect with me. The answer, that glue, the magic, whatever you call it, the specialty thing that everybody's missing is they want to hide behind a cell phone and get rich without knowing anybody ever know who they are. They're going to hide their face. Oh, nobody's going to know who I am. I'm going to just buy a lot of traffic and hope it happens. Let me tell you what happens. They go to YouTube and they're going to find me or someone else who's branded themselves, sitting down, mash, record, letting go, who are accessible, fully aligned, been and love this business. This is all I do for a living. I sit down and mash, record when I feel like making videos. If I don't, I don't. Ain't it awesome? That's the lifestyle I live. And you're going to think that a factory page or some page that you're branding someone else in is going to outdo that. It's not. What you're doing is you're going to go spend $500 on paid advertising. If you're not branding you in it, that's exactly what's going to happen. They don't know who you are. They're not going to connect with you. Do you go down the road giving $1,000, $2,000 to people you don't know? Of course not. So why would you give it to them? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. They got their hangups. Their hangups, they're not over it, and yet they're spending a lot of money, spinning their wheels, wondering why it ain't happening. Why ain't it working? But you've shown them something that they might be interested in. IPS, Exitus Elite, Powell Elite Systems, Amway, whatever it is, right, in Udemy. And then they're going to look it up, and they're going to see someone like me who is constantly applying action, who's being a beacon for that business. Now, who do you think they're going to connect with? They're going to connect with me because they don't even know who you are. I'm standing in front of my house with my hand out, welcoming people into my business. They give me a call, y'all. I treat every phone call like it's a $1,000, $2,000 phone call. These are the things I teach my people, right? I'm a leader. I have led by example. And now I'm teaching you what you need to know for free. See what I'm saying, y'all? And compare that to someone hiding behind a sales funnel. It's never going to work. They're going to go with me. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. If I could shake your hand and tell you thank you for buying the traffic to get them the interest to come look at me and then connect with me, I appreciate it. I honestly do, y'all. Now, how many sales have I made like that? More than you'd like to even know. It's going to make you sick to your stomach to the people that do that. Nothing wrong with paid advertising. Just do it right. If they're not connected with you, if you're not branding you, you're branding someone else. It ain't you, and they're going to go find somebody else. And the margin of income you're going to make is going to be slim to none, honestly. Now, okay, focus at your cash cow. Become the example and a beacon for it. If you haven't got the results you want, then put your head down, get into the trenches, and don't come back up for a month and see what that does for you. Get over your hang-ups, see what that does for you, because honestly, there isn't any problem that applying action won't either teach you the answers or simply fix the problem in the process. So applying action is going to teach you everything, right? Now, you don't want a business. You want to get out there. You're not getting the results you want to get right from the get-go. Get out there and start homing in your skills just like I did, those 130, 100. Who cares how many videos? Man, I would have made 50 videos straight without making $1 because I wouldn't have cared. Don't worry about the money right now. Worry about getting better at your skill. Get better at picking that whatever way you get the people and then master that, y'all. See if you got the results and head down. Okay, now I always put I put goals on my refrigerator, right? Because I left that $4,000 business for $33 commissions. I put $7,500 up there on the board on my refrigerator. That's where that lady was. That's exactly where I wanted to be at. That's the type of income I wanted to make, right? Got in another business. I quit doing the other one, the wrong business done right, like I keep talking about. I put my head down, and I didn't come back up at all. I lived in the trenches. And the cool part was I saw other people that lived in the trenches as well. I got mad respect for this guy named Phil. Matter of fact is because we were there every day. He'd help me and I'd help him. I never joined his business. He never joined mine, but it didn't matter. The homeboy lived in the trenches. It was awesome, right? So I have mad respect to him because you didn't see many people doing what me and him were doing. So goal of $7,500. I hit $13,500 in 30 days. It was my first time doing YouTube. I didn't know what I was doing. I really had no idea. I mean, really focusing at YouTube, not doing Facebook, and stuff like that. So it scared me. It scared me to the point, y'all, that I took 2 weeks because my little cheap phone and a $165 laptop that I bought from the pawn shop, I had to put a screwdriver in the side because the fan would turn and hit it, and I couldn't do video, so I had to put a screwdriver in the side. And went with $160 because I could not afford to really buy anything expensive at that time. And I was making six-figure income by putting my head down and just getting to work and not coming back up for a while. And I had no idea that I had blown past my $7,500 goal. But it scared me. It took about 2 weeks for it to sink in that everything was okay, that what I did was real and would work. After that, I put my head back down. And I went to number one of those businesses. When I got in Powell Elite Systems, y'all, when I went to Exitus Elite, doing the exact same thing. Every time I join a business, y'all, I'm going to bust my tail. I'm going to go make it work, right? You build a credibility. and then you go make momentum and use that momentum to make more momentum. It's like getting that ball rolling, and you just don't let your foot off the gas, right? That's what happens. So I had learned that. And so by doing so, I did an Exitus Elite. I was making $40,000 months, and the G2000, the 2000 level wasn't even there yet. Gosh, man, I would have given anything if the $2,000 level had been there. Good gracious, I can only imagine where that would have put me even then. But the beautiful thing is, it doesn't matter. It is now. That's what matters, right? Okay, let's keep on going here. I don't have much left. I hope these things I said above truly teaches you to open your eyes up a little more with clarity in what you are doing and focusing on that, because they are the answers that a lot of leaders go by. And don't feed the pockets of the leaders that drag you from one business to the next business to the next business. I call that milking a cow until you kill it, because that's exactly what they do. Make their money. They can't even, you can't even catch up to where you've joined this new business, and then the leader goes to the next one, and he's making the money over and over the exact same time, right? Now, I want you to understand, I have been with POS for 9 years. I've been with Udemy for 9 years. I've been with Exitus Elite for 8 years. There's no cow killing in my past. Might be something for y'all to think about right from the get-go. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and this is a big part, and I decided to add this in here as well. This is Powell Lead Systems. I had to blow this up, y'all. So, and the reason why is because it's got everybody's name. I want you to see it. This is Diamond. This is $147. It's one time $147. 125 of it went back to the people, right? So that's exactly what it was. You made $100. 25 went to your upline, right? Now, let me show you this. Now, these are the purchase dates right here. Now, this is back at beginning. Realize I got free from a job in May of 2015. So Powell Lead Systems is just really getting started for me, right? So I joined in the last week of February, something like that, but I don't think I actually started promoting Diamond yet until right here at the beginning of April. I like trying new stuff at the beginning of time, so I know it's probably what it was. Now look at this. I started telling people to go Diamond, right? I got so many diamonds that the owner of Powell Lead Systems, Neil Geis, called me and asked me, Shawn, what are you doing to get these diamonds? I had times, y'all, it was a ridiculous amount. I remember I got like 27 diamonds in 1 month. So I'm going to scroll through and show you this right here. This is back in 2015. This is April. And look, here's the thing. Some of these are going up. The way that this worked out is you don't get every diamond. And this is they've changed all this, right? But nevertheless, letting you know where it was back in 2015, 2016, 2017, right on up to about 2000 or something like 2000 and maybe 2022. So I was constantly giving some up. So when I say 27 of them, it may not reflect that in here, but they were, believe me. So this is April, this is May, this is June, this is August, this is February. Look at this February right here, y'all. How many is that? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 right here. Not a bad March, April. Look at this. It just keeps on going, y'all. This is June, July. This is 2016, 2017. Now, the reason why I'm showing you all this, do you know, I'm going to keep on going and show you, scroll right on up here, right? Okay, so you see there's a bunch of diamonds, right? All right. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because I influence people to go diamond. Now, how did I do that? I told every person that when they came in as a gold member, you know, I sent them an email congratulating and welcoming them. If they called me on the phone and said, listen, y'all, just to let you know, the very first level is diamond, right? And it's only $147. It's a one-time payment. There's no monthly fees or anything like they do with gold, right? Now, you get an email every time you miss a diamond, and you'll continue to do so, letting you know you missed $100. You just missed $100 until you go diamond. Now, after a couple of these diamonds, you're going to start hating yourself, right? So, honestly, the best thing to do is go ahead and go diamond, because so many people are doing it. I got 27 or 20 or however many in the last month or whatever it was. And I tell them that, right? Because me telling them to go diamond, they focused and went diamond. So when Neil Geis called and asked me, Shawn, how are you getting all these diamonds? I told him, all I'm doing is telling the people to go diamond. I'm influencing people. People are always influenced to do something, y'all. And that's exactly what they're doing. The exact same way that I influence people to go to $1,000, $2,000 and I'll get them qualified. So every person, every commission is going to be theirs. There's no pass-ups at those levels. Exitus Elite, y'all, you got the 100 to 250 to 500 to 1,000 and the $2,000 level. Almost every one of those you saw were the 1,000 and 2,000. Now again, this is alphabetical order. If I could make it go back in time and organize them, I would. But nevertheless, that's what I'm showing. So I just want y'all to understand that getting your mind right and then focusing at the right business that's going to make life-changing income. Do you understand now why I'm not focusing at Udemy? I enjoy the money I make. That's great. But I'd rather give it to the people that want to use it. Same with Powell Elite Systems. I enjoy the $76.44. I'm going to transfer that in just a little bit. That's great. But at the same time, is it the cash cow with $1,000, $2,000 emails that are constantly coming in? Of course not. For me to focus at those little ones is stupid for me to do so. Newbies on fire. I went to third all time. I came in 10 days before COVID stopped everything, right? It's been out since November. So I didn't come in at the beginning. So the leaderboards are already up there. First and second was way up there. And one of the owners was part of it or something anyhow. So I was competing with one of the owners. And so I wound up jumping there. I did number one for the weeks. Quite a few weeks I was in. But again, when it's all said and done, it looked good on the leaderboard. But were they shooting myself in the foot, making up to $500 for these people? Some of them come in at $25, whatever, as opposed to $2,000 that I've been hammering away over here. And every time I got a sale, I remember telling my girlfriend, man, I should have, honestly, it would have been $1,000. Would have been a $2,000 phone call. And these people calling me and stuff, doing what I'm supposed to do. And it just taught me that if you're not focusing at your right business, y'all, at the right primary business, and leading by example, then you're always going to have a problem. All right, y'all. So I hope this is a little bit of teaching that's going to help you out. Y'all, listen, I'm not putting Infinity Processing down. I'm not putting Powell Elite Systems. If that is your cash cow, if that's the highest you want to go, is that great, y'all. I personally did not get an online business to make $33 commissions. I needed to mature. I wouldn't even do a primary business where, I wouldn't even do a business that was residual that I had to pay every month. That's where I was at, y'all. I had to mature a lot. That's why the $33 business, because there was no monthly fees or anything like that, I didn't have to pay again, made sense to me. But when I realized the amount of effort that I'm putting here, it put in a different vehicle, y'all. In other words, you got a talented driver, but he's driving around in a Chevette. Put him in a Lamborghini. Put him in something that's life-changing like Exitus Elite is, and let him run. And that's what happened, y'all. And that's exactly why I'm teaching you. And a lot of y'all, you may not be that far along in online business to understand that it makes a difference. But the people that do 300, 600, 900, they will do the 2,000. They will do the 1,000, obviously, right? So why not go ahead and position yourself where you make every dollar, get paid immediately? We got the best owner I've ever seen. Paul Stevenson is awesome. I'm telling you, we have weekly webinars every Wednesday where literally he's in charge of it. Then anything we got going on, he'll kind of like have an open mic where he have questions and answers at the end. Jacob's in charge of support. He's sitting there right there with him. So if you got something, you can deal it directly with him. If anybody was getting messed over, they can't hide from these webinars. You understand what I'm saying? So if somebody went there with a problem, because I've seen IPS people. When I posted some of these videos, some started posting on it, telling me the problems they had with IPS. And I'm not knocking them down. Please understand that. And some even called me to tell me the problems, and they want to come to Exitus Elite, right? The thing is, if we had a problem with these people, they would be in the webinar saying it, and we don't. If somebody did have an issue, Paul would take care of it right there, no matter what. So even then, and look, then we take the webinar and post it in our back office. There's no editing that. It's just it's done right. Paul Stevenson is an awesome owner who manages his business in so many different ways that, I could take another hour in video just telling you how awesome and how good of an owner he is. Support, the best I've ever seen. Let me show you this. Down here, I know my head's in the way, y'all. This is Jacob right here. Jacob has sent me a message. I know you can't see it. He's right there underneath me right here, y'all. Let me see if it won't show it there. It won't show it. Yeah, there's Jacob. There's Jacob right here. There's some of my downlines that's been asking me some questions and stuff. So, anyhow. All right. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I hope you got the gist of everything I was talking about, y'all. I'm hoping that it'll help you focus at what you need to focus at and quit jumping from business to business. Whatever you think you're lacking, I've already gave you the answers, and nothing that applying action will either give you the answers or fix the problem right by itself. And applying action is what's going to make you a really good leader. Applying action is going to make you better at your skills. Applying action is going to get you over your hang-ups. Applying action, your business will literally tell you what you need to be focusing at. Instead of me focusing on Facebook, YouTube work better. Why? Because it's $1,000, $2,000. Why? Because you don't go around giving 1,000, 2,000 people you don't know, right? So why would I treat it any differently? Hitting YouTube and letting these people connect with me is exactly where the answer's at. And by doing so, I'm getting paid. And all I got to do is sit down and master record in a business that I believe in. I'm fully aligned and give people the answers because you get by giving. That's how it works. I have a private chat with about 50 members that are all G1000, G2000s. If you'd like to join our team, it's far, far from just me and you. Please understand that. So that being said, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, y'all. I'll look forward to seeing you next video, and I definitely look forward to seeing you part of the team. Appreciate it.